Alright guys, welcome to the video. Woo! If you click on this video, it's probably because you want to learn how to wheelie, and you are watching the right one, let me tell you. I'll give you all the tips, all the tricks you need to wheelie your bike just like this. Woo! I'm gonna have a ton of tips for beginners, people that have never wheelied before, and a ton of tips for people that already know how to wheelie, stuff to make your wheelies better, look better, cleaner, easier, and in general, just some awesome tips for riding and wheeling your bike. But make sure to watch to the end because there will be a ton of useful tips throughout the whole video. But without further ado, let's get into this. I do want to start off by saying, make sure you have a helmet on. Gloves definitely will help too. All my stunts are performed on a fake road with proper safety equipment done by professionals, obviously. Definitely make sure you're comfortable on your bike before you start doing stuff like this. I remember when I first started doing wheelies, I had a couple crashes because I just wasn't ready. Make sure you can maneuver your bike pretty well. You got a good feel for it, and let's get into it. First step is find the right location. Obviously, cement's the easiest balance-wise. When I first started, I was really scared of cement because it looked obviously scary. Look, this stuff is hard. I got really scared. So what I would do is I would try and wheelie in the grass. And let me tell you, it does not work. I've crashed like 4 or 5 times on wheelies, and I think 4 or 5 times of those were all in the grass. Trust me, it seems easy. It's a lot softer, right? And then you think you got it, you hit a bump, your whole balance point gets messed up, and you crash and eat it. I do want to go ahead and say, before you start doing a wheelie, make sure your bike can do this one thing, and that is lock up the back wheel. You should be able to go, hit your brake, and lock it up. See how I did that skid mark? That's how you're going to stop from like looping and going backwards. Because when you lock your tire up, you go down, and then you're not going to crash. I always recommend having one finger on the brake, your left brake. That's usually your back brake. Make sure you figure out which brake's the back one first. But usually on motos, it's the left one. That's your back brake. Okay, once you have that done, you have your helmet on, you're in a great area to ride. Let's actually work on the wheelie. I would first start with a little power wheelie, right? Push down, pull up, hit the gas a little bit. Now, not no crazy like fast power wheelie, but definitely just getting the wheel off the ground. Push down a little bit and pull up. And when you pull up, hit the throttle, right? And then pop it right back down with your brake, or let it ride out a little bit like this. Hit the brake, pop it down. That brake's gonna pop it down. Make sure you get that on lock. Every time you go backwards, hit the brake, pop it down. Here's a good example of how important this brake is. You can be in a great balance point and brake. It's gonna save you every single time. But once you can do a little bit of power wheelie like this, that's a pretty decent power wheelie. It's gonna be really scary. And when you do a power wheelie, you're actually going faster and faster, which means the crash is gonna be worse and worse. And when you're actually doing a power wheelie, you're gonna be going faster and faster, lean back. So that's why you wanna make sure you don't do power wheelies. They get really scary because you're almost at balance point and all of a sudden you fling back and then you crash, and it's not good. So that's why after you can do a little bit of a power wheelie, you're gonna wanna learn how to do a foot drag. That's where you sit a little bit further back, keep the weight in the back, and then put your feet on the ground like this. And now you're just gonna play back and forth with your throttle and your brake. Leave your feet on the ground to keep you like balanced, and then you just gotta do this thing a lot. And then here's my biggest tip, is take your feet and push off the ground so that you're not even on your bike, so that it wants to wheelie way easier. And then obviously put your weight in as you start going. And then get your feet on the ground. That's how you're gonna learn how to get like the balance point more. Put your feet down, let off the weight a little bit, pop it up. Use your feet to keep your balance good. Hit the brake when you get too far back. Most people think the balance point is a lot lower than it is, and that's why it's so scary to start off. I used to think it was like right here. It is absolutely not right there. It's actually like way back here. Like you feel like you're about to fall off the bike. Foot drags are also really easy to turn because you can just obviously use your feet. Woo! Also, if you're wondering what bike I'm on the Yozma IN10. Make sure to use code Owen to save like $100 on this thing. It's actually a very good beginner bike. It's probably one of my most favorite bikes to wheelie. It wheelies really good, got a lot of power, super good brakes, good geometry, balance is all fun, feels great. Okay, once you guys can foot drag, here comes the scariest part. It's keeping your feet on the pegs. See how my left and right balance is a little bit worse? That's all you have to learn. Woo. Yeah, definitely not the best. But once you got that foot drag down, you're gonna slow down to a pretty slow speed. On the Yozma, I go like 8-ish miles an hour. Do the same pop as you normally would on like your power wheelie, but then just make sure you're ready to hit that brake when you start going a little too far back, and keep your feet like this. And then for the left and right wobble, just kind of use your body to lean. It's gonna take a lot of practice to get the left or right down, but once you kind of got it, you can use your body and try and keep it straight. Also, another tip I have if you want to learn wheelies, but they're a little too scary. Obviously, when you're going fast, that's when it's really, really scary. So one big tip I have, if you have a gradual hill, definitely use that. It keeps your balance pretty much the same. Obviously, it's not the same as flat, but it will help you stay slow while you're wheeling. So when you crash, if you crash, sorry, you won't actually crash that hard. Trust me, it helps a lot. It makes a world of a difference. That's how I learned how to do my knee knockers. Also, highly recommend do not do this on a road, even if it's fake like my road. Definitely do this in a parking lot somewhere. You gotta watch that back brake usage. Also, when you put your foot down like this, it's so easy to balance. Make sure you're careful. The wind can really mess you up. Let's try and get some cool knee knocker clips. I really suck at them, but I want to get good. This guy's whipping it on the golf cart. Also, if you are riding somewhere where other people are, make sure you're respectful, please. I see a lot of e-bikers these days just kind of ruining people's days, and just don't do that. See, like I can't get my left and right balance down. This went from a tutorial video to a I'm learning video. Like, dude, what the heck? There's other bikes I can do better. This one, I can't seem to knee knocker that well for some reason. Like, I can power wheelie it, but that's not what I want to do. Also, if you're having trouble getting your wheel up, like you don't feel like you have the power to do it, you might have to pump your like suspension like this. Kind of stand up, do a little drop into it, and then once you push down, you want to sit back, lean back, throttle, and then obviously your compression will put you up like this. This is how you wheelie when you're going at like high speeds. Pump it like that. But be careful, just like I almost did. Don't do it when you're going very slow because you're gonna have an extra ton of power pushing you backwards. Also, a very good beginner tip I forgot to mention is keep your arms like straight. I see people trying to wheelie like this, and it's just, obviously, it's very awkward to wheelie with your arms so tight like that. Like your weight's gonna be all sorts of messed up. So make sure that when you're actually wheeling, you have your arms not all the way straight, obviously, maybe a little bent, but keep them straight so your shoulders are dropped back. Obviously, they don't need to be all the way out, but keep them out like this more so your shoulders are dropped back and your weight's way further back on your wheel so you can actually lean back like this. All right, back to knee knockers. I want to get a cool combo. Something. It's so hard, dude. One thing I do know when you're comboing, you want to be more at balance point because then you don't fall down when you do your combo, but that's so scary. Oh, see, I got one and then I got scared, hit the brake too hard. Oh, shoot, what the heck? I was going crazy for a second. This golf cart is like chasing me. I don't know what they're doing. Ooh, baby. Guys, do we think this is muddy? I want to try it. It's a fun spot to ride, but it might be gross. Is it muddy? Actually, it's kind of dry, I bet. This place is so fun. Little ramp coming up. Woo! My gosh. I will say when trying to wheelie, the more power you have, the easier it is because you can pick it back up once you fall down. But what I will say is once you have more power, it's way easier to loop too because obviously if you have more power going backwards. Dang it, I had a little swerve going, I messed it up. Let me hit this mega ramp real quick. Oh, it's definitely muddy. I can see a puddle at the bottom. Ew. Woo! Obviously, you saw me ride down the fake road, and this is where I would actually recommend you learn. A little out of the way spot, just some flat concrete, some good old balanceable concrete. But I will say, you gotta be absolutely ready to smash your back brake, because if you hesitate for one too many seconds, you might be cooked. All right, guys, I was done riding, but some of the neighbors are coming over. We're gonna go for a little cruise. Should be fun. They are gonna be on the Hiknight, so I might actually switch bikes and go on a Hiknight, just so we're all on the same bikes. It'd be pretty cool. And no, they're not even riding my Hiknights. They have two of their own Hiknights. So me and my neighbors together have 6. Oh shoot, can you get air on that? Oh wait, I'm actually cracked on the Hiknight. Oh my gosh. I spent my whole life chained to the wall. Alright, Wesley, you count.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, this looks even. No, it's definitely just weight. What? Oh my gosh. What is squeaking? Woo! That's gotta be one of the biggest jumps we've ever hit. There's no way. That thing's huge. That's actually good air. Here we go. I'm gonna try and hit a whip. I don't really know how to whip, but I just want. Oh, it feels so cool. I tried to whip, but there's no like. I don't know where the end of the ramp is, so it didn't work. It's all one thing. Woo! What a way to end out the video. A little cruise with the guys. Oh, I can low-key do better combos on this bike. Ew. Yeah, I can hear it squeak when I wheelie. Needs to be tightened, bro. It goes. Ah. Ah. Dude, I can definitely hear it, bro. You good?
Oh,
I look over, I'm like, what happened? That was the most I've ever gotten, holy moly. The Hiknight's so good at it, bro. Ah. I need to tighten this, bro. I feel like my wheel's gonna fall off. Something sounds wrong with the wheel. It's making a clicking noise. All right, we gotta fix this wheel.